Hi, so
Hello.
it's Aquarcana, the Raven Tarot, another collaboration. So we are actually in Lithuania now. Joey came to visit for the first time. And how is it, Joe?
Amazing. We went mushroom picking yesterday. No.
Yesterday,
Oh.
yeah. So grounded AF.
And her mom cooked us mushrooms and it was the best.
Yeah, fresh,
Ah.
earthy food.
Yeah.
That was nice. So we thought we would do a video for you guys. It's a little bit interesting, we're gonna split it two as usual. Whoever is new and doesn't know how that works, um, we are going to both talk on one pile, okay? So we're doing a video who's jealous of you, but also I'm gonna speak about that, who's jealous of you and why. And then Joe will talk about what's blocking you right now. Maybe it's going to be that person for some of you. We'll see how that's going to kind of vibe together. And it's more like self-care, but also a little bit, being nosy, who might be jealous and why. So shall we start? Pile number one, we don't have any stones or
No.
anything, but you know what? I'll let you choose from my intuitive deck and we're going to do it that way. So let me just shuffle and I'll pick card pile number 1, 2, and 3. So pile number 1, okay, I hope it's going to be alright with the light here.
It's actually fine with both.
That's 1, that's 2, and that's 3, and I'll show them separate now for you guys. Pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. All right, take your time. If you need, stop the video, and we jumping into pile number 1. Right, so first off, I'm going to give you clues, and I'll just tell you anything that I see regarding this person who is jealous of you. And then we're going to jump in why. Right, so I can see, I'm just gonna throw out some signs. I see strongest would be, I don't know why I'm seeing a Leo. So for some of you, Leo might be jealous of you with the Sun card. And I also have earth signs with the 9 of Pentacles and some air with 7 of Swords. And we already have a little story here. So this person who is jealous of you, they are probably single. They are someone who, this is not that, for some of you it's going to be someone who is jealous of you in that kind of like, look at them way, but for some of you it's just going to be someone who is a good person with Sun card, okay? They're someone who likes to spread positive vibes, but maybe something that you do, and we're going to look at it, what you're doing that they're jealous of, that maybe somehow intimidates them or causes them some kind of, like we talked yesterday, right? It's about bringing some past traumas. We had this conversation, so I feel like it's someone who had some kind of disappointment in people, or maybe something regarding their own personal life, and you might be triggering them in one way or another. And why I'm saying that is because we have 7 of Swords, so they might have been cheated on, but in this I do not see as much of, well, they might. For some of you, they might have been cheated on, and maybe the way you live your life, it's very like free-spirited. You detach, you do not attach yourself to people that much, and for you it's much easier to walk away from situations that don't serve you. And that's one reason why they might be jealous of you. Another thing that I'm seeing here, this person is single, and they are probably someone who is trying to get to the point where they don't have to work for anyone else. So they would want to work independently, and even if they work for a company right now, they are someone who's probably hustling on the side somehow, or they're trying to make their own money. Okay, let me see what else here. Blonde hair is coming through here quite a lot, but I have a little bit of dark brown too for some of you. There are so many of you guys. Now this person, it's something for some of you, they might have been into theater, or would they study, would they be interested in theatrical, maybe outfits, or something to do with maybe even acting. For others of you, this is someone who's very technical, whatever it would be in their workplace, you know, they have to think. Also, I don't know why I'm getting this connection to someone, but that's masculine could be jealous of you. Um, Someone who's probably good with cars, okay? So whatever it is, they probably know how to fix it. If it wouldn't be a man, then it's a woman who is really good with technology. They know how to go about things, you know. Let's see what else is coming through here. That's very strange what's coming through. This person probably likes, if it's a woman, lipstick on a darker side a bit, so it wouldn't be like nudes as much, nude tones as much. When they would put their makeup on, it would be, their lips would stand out the most. So that's very strange, but that's what's coming through. Someone who likes birds or who might have had a bird as a pet maybe at one point of their life, and someone who might be a little bit secretive. Now let's see why they're jealous of you. This is very interesting, guys. They are jealous for some of you who are, you know, take whatever messages resonate with you. Those who are into traveling, they're jealous of you being a little bit of a traveler vibe. So they would want to see the world the way you see the world. You know, they would want to explore more because that's what you're doing. And they're also jealous because you are very easy to say, you know what, I had enough. This person is not vibing with me and I'm just going to go away. You know, not in a bad way where you just go like, you know, I'm going to explore world. Like, I'm good. I do not want to be connected to this person anymore. And you do not have anger connected to that. That's weird because it's something like you very easily detach, and that's why they are jealous, because they can't do that. They are someone who probably is a little bit codependent to people or situations, and whoever is in relationship, they're very jealous of your connection, guys, with Two of Cups, okay? I'm feeling like they are jealous of the connection that you have, how beautiful it is, and also how much you explore in this connection, you know. Also, whoever is single, most of you probably, I feel like most of you are single here watching, but what's coming through here, they are so jealous of who you are as a person, unapologetically, is that the word? That's the word, right? Sorry. It's been a long couple of days here doing everything.
Speaking Lithuanian.
And speaking Lithuanian. So they are very much jealous of how you are how you know yourself. So you go, I know who I am and I'm gonna do this and that and that. And they are kind of observing you in a way like, man, you know, I wish I was like that, because this is someone, whoever is jealous of you, they have a lot of insecurities, I feel like. Do you have that vibe? And they look up to you in a way where you are such person in tune with yourself, you know, two of cups. You know your good side, you know your bad side, but you know how to work with it, and you know what doesn't work for you, and you're like, I'm just going, you know, that light-hearted vibe where they are someone who's probably a little bit jealous and can be bitter sometimes, where they are trying to kind of work on themselves, but it's not as easy for them, you know. Let me see any other specific. Okay, so whoever works in the field or studies anything to do with where it would include calculating or, you know, logical side of a brain, they are jealous of your intellect. So that's what's coming through here. If you look at this Eight of Cups here at the very top, look at the calculations over there. So that's, you know, they are jealous of how your brain works, guys. I mean, whoever is watching this pile number one, I feel like you kind of have it all together in a lot of people's eyes, even though you feel sometimes that you don't. So I feel like that's a message for you to give yourself pat on the back, you know. Let me see what else. The weirdest thing came through. Whoever has, okay, I'm just gonna say it. So for some of you, they are jealous of your flat belly, whoever is resonating with that, or your really nice rounded breasts. You know, that type of full kind of boob that I'm seeing, literally.
Turkey kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they're jealous of as well. Wow. Okay. if you have recently been skiing or you have done anything with that kind of sports, they're jealous of that experience, guys, here, okay? So even if it's not skiing, if you had like to wear puffy jackets or something like that, they wanted to go there. They wanted to experience that themselves, and they're like, oh my God, they've done it. And I feel like you're moving through life quite quickly, and you just go and experience things sometimes, and this person goes like, oh my God, they don't probably say everything, but they just go and do things, you know? So that's what kind of vibe I'm getting here. And I will pass it on to Joe now.
Hi. That is so weird because, as she just said, the last thing you talked about was the skiing.
Yeah?
And the first.
Oh no, really?
This came in my thought. This was what I was thinking. So, with this card, it's kind of telling me this is what your spirit is kind of telling you right now. And I pick up that you had just been on a holiday, because I have a really like feeling that you're someone who's quite adventurous. Just with this telling me that your spirit always has these opportunities for you, and you don't know which opportunity to take. So there's two decisions kind of like in your life. You always have two options, and you like to keep your options open. But I sense that some of you have been on like a colder holiday, skiing or something because of these mountains in the background, and this wolf in the background is telling me that there's someone in your life that is always trying to ruin what you do, and telling you that you shouldn't go on that path, and kind of trying to stop you in some way. So they're always there in the background, and that's what I got from this card. So whoever is in your life that's trying to stop you from doing things, this could be, I'm picking up that this could be a family member or someone that's really close, like almost like family, like you and them were friends since childhood, because the next card I'm going to talk about is all about that. But what I'm also picking up with this is there is a decision right now that you're being given from like spirit, and it's which do you want more, which is there's like you're looking towards the easier option because of this person trying to direct you in that way. Don't go with what people are trying to tell you to do. Go with the other direction, if you know what I mean. So that's what I'm getting there. Just be careful what you do, because even though one option might be easier in your head, it's not going to be. You're going to be given a lesson. I feel like you're someone who has had a lot of challenges in your life, but you're not afraid of them. You're there with your two swords and you're ready to go and take action. This I have the six of is it the six? Yeah. I have the Six of Cups, and this card for me is always about childhood and the past and everything. And the reason I don't feel like it could be a brother or a sister or something. But really I'm feeling like it's either a cousin or it's just someone that you've had in your life as a child all the time. They were always at your house. So it's a best friend, but you, for me, have changed a lot, and you're someone I really feel like you are I don't know if you are a water sign, but you're very emotional, and you're someone who feels like you need to hold on to people that you care about. But this could also be that decision that you have to make to let people go, because with this I'm feeling like you had a really good childhood with this person. Nothing really bad happened. Like they haven't done anything. It's kind of what you're saying as well. Like it doesn't seem like they've done anything wrong. It's just you've changed as a person, and you're no longer interested in the things that they do, and that's what's stopping you, because you don't want to say, listen, I'm moving, or you might be moving or doing something new, because you're really definitely with the Ace of Pentacles, you're definitely thinking about this opportunity that has come up, and I think I'm picking up that it's something to do with traveling as well, but you're being stopped by someone, and I don't know why that is. I'm feeling like it's to do with people are telling you that you won't be able to make it work there, and you and yourself, you know yourself that you can make it work, but you take everyone else, like their opinions, to heart. Like you really want everyone to support you, but not people are going to be jealous, and people are not going to want you to go for this new opportunity, but you have to do what you really feel is most important for you. um I don't know.
So
I'm
in
picking
this
up.
part, what they have to do for themselves is more like don't listen to
Mm-hmm.
what other people have to
Because
say,
I
right?
really, because kind of the vibe I'm getting from this pile is that you don't worry a lot about. You're kind of very zen within yourself.
Maybe people get in your head sometimes.
Mm-hmm. So for me, it's like you're very like sociable, and you love like people love having you around them. Because I have the Three of Cups here. This is what something else is stopping you, is that you're very passionate about going out and enjoying yourself and having that perfect circle of friends. And I feel like times have changed now where you're you're still in this old way, like you're still going out and enjoying yourself, and you love doing that because that is what you're passionate about. You're passionate about having a good circle of friends. But now things for me are not moving because of these people that you have in your circle. So start to think about what energy is around you and what friends you have around you that are stopping you, because I feel like you're kind of over the whole drinking and doing the same thing over and over again. The light is really weird now.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
So yeah, I'm just really feeling like just think about who your friends are. And the last thing, which is weird, is they're jealous of. I feel like a lot of you are in a relationship as well, and that's something that might be kind of stopping you from going, um, or doing whatever you need to do. But I have this feeling that you're really good in relationships because of the way that your father is and the way he treated your mum, and you have had a lot of love in your life, and that is another thing that kind of stops you, is because of your father. If that's not resonating with me, so sorry, but I'm just really picking that up, that your father was someone who was so good to his mom, your mum, his mum, your mum, and that's why you have this feeling that you need to do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you take everything to heart. So just try and now cut things off a bit, and I don't know. Don't feel bad. That's basically all I'm trying to say. Don't feel bad for people that are going to be hurt, because you have to live your own life.
Yeah. Unapologetically.
Yeah.
Thank you for pile number one, whoever is new.
Look at this light.
Subscribe. Sorry about the light, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye for now.
Oh, I'm out.
Right, pile number two, the most interesting pile, because I feel like that's going to be a little bit, sorry about the light, by the way, guys. It's going to be a little bit of analysis to be done here, because that's very, very interesting, and I might have to clarify some things. First off, who's jealous of you guys? Strangely enough, the person you are jealous, they are jealous of you. They have some kind of connection with the spiritual world. Would they do tarot? Would they do any magic? Would they be interested? It's really everything to do with spirituality. You know, that's a really broad term, so I wouldn't want to put that person in a box. But this is someone who is constantly seeking for fairness in life, and sometimes when they do that, sometimes they might be a little bit over the top with that, you know, where they become a little bit bitter. So it's really strange here, because this is someone who is interested in this otherworldly things that we don't see in 3D, but they also somehow bitter, you know. That goes against how, if you want to be an example for other people, you know, represent spiritual world in a way, and spirituality, that's the one thing you should not be doing. But that's what's coming through here, you know. We are not perfect, so I think that maybe that's one of the quirks, or maybe you are someone who is kind of there for a reason in their life, because they have to learn the lesson, you know. You have the justice here, and that tells me a lot about the whole situation. So you might be that karmic person who came in their life, and I'm not saying that you're going to do something bad, you know, but the way you might be triggering this person, you kind of open up the gate to the whole learning experience for them, you know. And why I said this is someone who has a connection with spiritual world, because we have the high priestess here, you know. And this is someone that you would have literally, guys, no idea. You would never ever have thought that this person might be jealous of you, okay? Because you have two really secretive cards, high priestess and the moon. So you wouldn't be able to tell it miles, you know. So this is someone who's probably now cursing me if they knew that I kind of gave that information out, because they are trying their best not for you not to know that they are jealous of you, you know.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Do you feel like this person is cursing they don't, like, subconsciously kind of doing it, and they don't mean to do it?
I didn't pick that up though.
Okay.
But maybe you will go off that, and it's going to be for someone.
Because I'm picking it up. I'll talk about it in a minute, but okay.
That might be
I just
for
wanted
some
to...
people, but I wasn't picking that up. So
Yeah.
I think might be a story for someone else there with Joey's.
It's different though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna explain it. Yeah.
So why are they jealous of you guys? I mean, this light is terrible. I'm just gonna shift over here. I don't know, over there. Jesus Christ. Okay, anyway, do not Jesus. Do not mind the light. But listen, why are they jealous of you guys? Because you have a good life. Maybe even if you don't see it that way. They have 8 of Pentacles. You're a really hard worker. You dedicated. Okay, that's one thing why they're jealous of you. They are also jealous of you that you can navigate. You can have a lot of determination to kind of go and chase your dreams, even though you don't think that you are there yet, but they see you going there, you know. So you are kind of juggling 2 things at the same time. It would be work, but also it would be good times. It's actually 3, and relationship, you know. So for me, but it's a lot to do with money here too. So mostly I'd say it would be the amount of work you put in to earn your money, but also you work hard and you party harder in a way, you know. You don't have to go clubbing and stuff, you know what I mean, guys. You have good friends, probably gatherings where everyone is very positive, or you just have a blast, and this person is sitting there. They're very different from how you are, guys. So for me, this person is very dark and secretive and closed off and kind of like, you know, that kind of grudgy. And you do not even care. You couldn't care less. You're just out there, you know, having fun. You have your emotions in place. I feel like you're very happy where you're at now. If you're not yet, you will be very soon. And you're working on your money, and you kind of not only working for your money where you have money for yourself, you're trying to have money for the future generations too. So would it be your child, you know, future child? It's something about that where you're trying to build a really good stable future for yourself, guys. Let me see what else is coming through here more specifically. I see like some of you might be working with your hands. You actually have to put your hands on something and you turn it to gold. So this person is jealous of how capable you are to turn something to gold, whatever you'd be doing in life, you know. I really like this vibe about you, but whoever this person is, I'm getting very dark and kind of, you know, shit energy from them. So try to distance yourself if you know who that is, because they will not show it to you. You would never ever know, guys. Okay. You even have dark, you know, those cards are not looking very nice to me. So another thing here, what's very interesting, they're jealous how graceful you are as a woman watching. Men watching, they're jealous of your activities, maybe because you're not doing enough of that. Whoever has family, whoever is watching and is in relationship, they're really jealous of your relationship. Okay, look at that card. This is someone literally watching over the family. They have a child, they have dog, probably a really nice home environment too. They are a little bit bitter about that, you know. What came through here, just for a couple of you guys, whoever this person is, they might have their hair color on the red side. Would it be ginger? Would it be dark hair color but had that red undertone, if you know what I mean? So that's for some of you guys. For some, this is someone with curly hair, but it doesn't have to be. Okay, take whatever resonates. They really are also jealous of the way you dress or you present yourself. If you're not like someone who can be bothered, you know, planning out what to wear, they're jealous the way you carry yourself, because even if you came out in shit clothes, your personality would take over everyone. No one cares, you know. You have that kind of a vibe, and you are like black and white guys here, okay? Because your vibe is very like, I'm going and doing stuff, and whoever this person is, it seems like they were closed off, and I actually see them sitting indoors a lot, you know, where they're just thinking about other people's lives. So watch out for that person, whoever that is, okay? Joe?
Okay. Hello. So I'm going to start off with the Knight of Wands here, and what I picked up for, this is going to be very specific for some of you. Generally, I feel like your spirit is coming through in birds, but not just. I feel like big, like an eagle. Those birds that are quite intimidating, and that's the kind of energy I'm getting from like who you are, like who your soul is. It's with the eagle, it's like they can see every little thing from a very far distance, and I feel like that's your intuition. But the biggest thing that's blocking you right now is that you are wearing this armor, so your spirit guides is kind of guiding you to do more, but you're thinking too much. And I'm going to go into why you're kind of thinking too much, but I'm also feeling like if you're not living in the mountains, or maybe you do live in an area where these birds are native, but it's kind of like, I feel like you're longing for somewhere like that, somewhere that's more peaceful, and that's what your spirit is kind of trying to get you to understand, that you need to go back to kind of that, or maybe that's where you
I love that,
yeah. So it's kind of like where you used to live before, and you maybe moved to the city, and get that feeling because of the next card I'm going to talk about. I get the feeling that you've moved to a city where you don't have as much time or space to do the things that you want to do. It's kind of like us in a way. So it's just at the minute you have an armor up, but you're still very good at seeing how you want things to go out, or how things are going to pan out for you. But just for me, I feel like with everything that's going on right now, you're thinking too much about everything. Like that eagle is like, it's almost like you're sensing that something's going to go wrong if I do that. But just know that your higher self is looking out for you from every angle. And if you see an eagle, or if you see a large bird, just thank it and be like, thank you for looking out for me, or something along those lines. Just don't, it's kind of a sign for you to not worry about things, that they're looking out for you. And with the next card, this is why I'm feeling like you're living somewhere where you don't have the right foundation. So it's cozy, it's nice, and you have a nice environment. It's maybe not as big as you want it to be, but you have a nice place to live. But for you, it's not enough. And I don't mean that in a greedy way. I just mean that whatever it is that you do, I think like you are someone who likes to build or create something, and maybe you need a studio, or you need more space or more equipment. So it's basically whatever the main foundation is for your work, or whatever you're passionate about, you don't have either the money for it, or you don't have the right space for it, and that's kind of what's stopping you. So try and think on being more positive in some way or another, being more like, I can have it if I believe I'll have it. I just need to figure out. Just don't say I can't have it. Try and figure out how you can have it, because there is so many doors that you can open, and you'll not know that until you go out and look for it. So go out and maybe ask people, do they know anyone that can give you something for cheaper? That, do you know what I mean? That's kind of what I'm getting. It's just you feel like you don't have the right, like, money is a big thing. I feel like you feel like you don't have the money for it because you have to. And as well, for a small amount of you have like something that, either a child or a pet or something that you are looking after, and you feel guilty as well. I don't know, but that's what I'm picking up. So it's really, it's your physical environment is something that is kind of stopping you. You're looking at it in a negative way, even though you have everything and it's cozy. So just think outside the box. This is why I asked about the cursing. Because with this, what I was picking up is that you think that people are trying to curse you in some way or another, or people, I don't know, it's like something has happened that you can't get your mind off. Like you keep thinking about it, and someone has either taken something from you, because I always see this tarot card as something was stolen from you, and I feel like it's energy. Like you feel like you're being drained by someone.
Got it.
And it's like you think that their energy. It's not that they're cursing you. It's you're being around them too often. So even though you are someone who, like I said, you're intuitive, so you know that you're being, like, this lightning is striking you, and it's making you feel like, oh, they're stealing all my time, they're stealing all my energy, and you're thinking that when things go wrong with this tarot card, that it's their fault. It's not their fault. They're on that lower vibration with this. Can you see that person coming in, and it's kind of like they're stealing something from these people?
Maybe even thinking for whoever's watching about this person doesn't necessarily have to be that they're around them. Only thinking about them, thinking that they've done something, is already a really bad idea. Because then you make it kind of happen for yourself, even if nothing happened.
You basically just went
Right?
straight into the next
Okay,
thing.
sorry.
So that's so
Sorry.
no, but you hit it right on. This is exactly what it is. You do not understand how powerful your. I feel like your thoughts are so. You're a manifester, but you just don't know it. Like you're so good at. I think you've got such you're someone who visions things very clearly because of that eagle, and you see things, but then you panic about it because you can see things very clearly, and that's something that's really good because you have the Ace of Swords. So it's like, just for you to think things are going to go wrong, you are so good at imagining it that you make your, like, I can't do. Can you do that? I don't really vision things. You do.
I always vision, yeah.
Yeah, she can like create like images in her mind, whereas I don't really do that. I just feel things. So I don't. But
You're very present.
yeah, I'm a very like in the zone, kind of not really thinking about anything. And with this card, it's telling me that you have the potential to create so many opportunities and go and do so many things. But this wolf, it's, and that the way it's kind of striking up through, it's like, let go of the beast within you and stop being so hard on yourself, because you need to stop the idea that it's something's gonna go wrong, because it won't if you start switching your mindset. For me, what's stopping you is your mind. That's the only thing. I think that you think too much. So that's what I'm getting from this. You could be doing something right now that,
Sorry about the background noise.
I can't even hear it. I really do think that you're going to be doing something right now soon that is going to make you challenge your thoughts and make you see if you can switch off the negative, because I'm picking that up. And lastly, this is just, I'm not going to talk much about this because I just really feel like I don't know how to put
What's that?
It's the...
I mean, it's all about you need to understand
It's
that you can manifest your dreams,
That's it.
and that's it. If you're gonna rub this lamp and you're gonna be thinking, I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it, probably nothing's gonna happen, you know. If you're
Yeah.
gonna be thinking about it in a very passionate way, I mean, that's it, this guy is coming out. So I feel like,
because I was like,
my camera is a little bit like,
do we need a light? Okay.
It's alright, I think.
That's all I wanted to say. I was like, this is basically going over it again. It's like you're a manifester, but you just don't know it yet.
Yeah.
That's it.
Thank you, pile number 2. Whoever is new, subscribe, and we will catch you soon. Bye for now.
Bye.
All right, pile number 3. I feel like we might have to turn the light on, and we might have to stop the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we'll come back with a better light, hopefully. So we're back. We don't have our equipment here, so we had to find the flashlight. So pile number 3. Who's jealous of you? First off, someone who has recently thought about changing location. Would it be home? Would it be place, city, or country? That's that person, okay? But I feel like they're still thinking about doing that. We have the 6 of Swords here, and then we've got 3 of Wands, where someone is wondering, looking at other directions, you know, across the water. But funny thing is that this person is very stuck in a moment, you know, they're very stuck in their thoughts, and I don't think that they're in the best position right now. I feel like they're thinking more than they're doing, you know. Air signs coming through quite a bit here, also some fire. I have 3 Swords cards here, so this is also someone who doesn't filter words. This person is someone who doesn't like bullshit, and they will just tell you what they think straight in your face, which is a really good thing to do. But I feel like their life right now is kind of on hold. Some of them might be battling a mental issue of some sorts. Some of them might have anxiety. Some of them are literally just not in a good place where they know that they have to move. Would it be a job or a place, as I said? But they're not taking that step, you know. So that's something that is very, very standing out. Now, let me check and see more details about this person. I'm getting a long hair. So that's gonna be for feminine. Mostly feminine coming through here, jealousy wise. I'll talk about a man too. I see dark long hair for some of you. For some of you, this is someone who has wavy hair, okay? And I don't know why I'm picking that up. Someone who likes to part their hair right in the middle. So that would be something about them too. And someone who has a small tiny nose, you know, like that kind of cute nose. Maybe the end of the nose, the tip goes a bit up. So that's very specific for some of you guys. They might wear glasses, but I feel like that's to do with mostly the men that I would be talking about who's jealous of you. That's only like 20% of all of you guys watching this, but whoever that man is, he likes to steer the wheel. So would it be something to do with cars or with boats? So he likes to be in control, you know. That's what kind of person we are talking about here. In some cases, this is someone who likes to wear hats, if there was a guy. And someone who likes to wear classy coats. So that's very specific, guys, okay? Also, regarding feminine, this person might be insecure about their shoulders or the top part of the body. You know, when you have off-shoulder shirts where they're like, oh, you know, my shoulders are too broad for that. So, I mean, I'm getting into very like specific details here, but someone is going to be vibing with this. Someone who also has very lean type of hands, and that's very strange. I mean, you know, this part especially, I'm talking about the female, where this part is not two-toned, not muscular kind of, you know, when someone's going to the gym, they have that kind of bulky type of,
yeah.
So I'm talking the complete opposite, where it's very lean and kind of slim. Now let's say why they're jealous, and I had to draw more cards than for other piles, guys, because I feel like that's like, it's a lot going on here. They're jealous of your, first off, home environment, guys. So maybe you live in a nice home, maybe you live in a nice area. They also are jealous of the way you are working on something steady, but you are very sure where you're going. Okay, so that's that type of energy. You are also someone who can see two different sides to an argument, and you're not someone who would argue for no reason. So this is someone who has had an argument or discussion of some sorts with you lately. I have Five of Wands here, and your opinions have completely well, they kind of clashed, you know, because you see the world from a different perspective than this person sees it, you know, and you might have had some sort of an argument there where you're like, you know what, I do not want to be defensive, because all I'm telling you is I'm saying how I see the world. And maybe that person, they don't know how to discuss things. They think that you're attacking them, you know, attacking their own opinion. So that's what kind of vibe I'm getting here. And maybe a lot of words were spoken where this person is, you said something to them specifically and it stuck out for them the most, and it's something about moving towards something that you like. So maybe you've said something, I want a quick change, or you have some sort of idea that's going to come to fruition quite quickly, I'd say in a year or two, and I feel like that's something that triggered them. And for a lot of you, that might be something to do with whatever you are thinking about doing. It's going to also improve the way you respect yourself and you love yourself, you know, with the Empress. You'll probably be able to spend more time taking care of yourself. Would it be health-wise? Would it be the way you present yourself to the world? This person is also jealous of one power that you have, because in the Empress card, if you can see, she's holding her hand up and she has fire coming out of it. So for me, it's a lot to do with that energy where it's a bit of everything, but it might have started with some sort of with some kind of a clash where you didn't agree on something, you know. And what's strange, this person might be jealous of your body, guys, for some of you. Whoever this person is, they're very trapped in their situation now. Even though they think they will be moving in the future, they probably just sit there for too long and they do not make a move. With that Eight of Swords and Three of Wands, you know, they might be talking more than they are doing things. That's what kind of vibe I'm getting from this. And regarding the body, I feel like they would never tell you, but they are kind of jealous of your body, and that's something that's probably surprising to you, because I feel like pile number 3, you kind of know what I'm talking about already, you know, when I started talking about clashes of opinions here. And regarding home environment, you know, I feel like you live in a really peaceful kind of home or place, or your interior is really nice. That this person is literally have a fireplace, you know, you have nice painting, you have like books you're interested in. So your home is your kind of temple. And it's something regarding home environment where they're like, I wish I could have a home environment like this, even the vibe of home. Okay, let me see what else here. You know what triggers this person is how you are managing to see the world from different perspectives. Is that what you're getting as well?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna vibe with this with Joey, okay? You are able to see it from that kind of very grounded perspective where you're probably someone who would be able to just live somewhere in nature and you don't care about the world, but also there is a situation where you have experience in living in a really busy place in the city, because that's city and that's nature, you know. So you know both, and it would apply to any situation in life. You would be able to kind of sit in the crowd, you know, sit and discuss things with like 10 people, and you'd be someone who has your own opinion, but at the same time you don't push it on someone else. And maybe this person is a little bit, they become a little bit too like too straightforward or too much with their words, and sometimes they might put people off. So that's that kind of jealousy I'm seeing here, where the way you communicate with people, the way you are with people, every little thing about you is a little bit of a trigger for them because they are not like that. And I feel like they're trying to move, you know, in their life and be different as a person, but it's really, really difficult for them with this Eight of Swords, because it seems like they're not able to let the ego go, you know, they're not able to actually make that step forward. It's something about taking the leap of faith. Do you have Fool here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you have Fool. Okay, so we're gonna vibe with this. This is amazing. It's something about that. They're thinking about it, but this is movement, and well, this is Swords, you know, thinking about movement, but actually you're stuck and not going anywhere. And you're talking about things constantly, you know, which makes you think that you will, but at the end of the day, this person has to come out of Eight of Swords, okay? And the way they see you, this person, I feel like I do not get a terrible vibe like they're bad for you or something. I'm getting a vibe of this person has learned from you a lot in every single aspect. The way you do things, it's everything. It's not one thing in pile number 3. That's why I had to draw so many cards, because you as a person, you have a lot to you, you know. And I think that this is something that you have been teaching this person, but this person is still stuck in their own ego though, you know. So if you feel like it becomes a little bit too much, I would say kind of do your own thing, and that's the best thing to do, you know. And I will let Joey talk what you should be doing in this situation, more about that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm going to start off with this, the Queen of Cups. I was going to say Swords because of that. So what I'm getting, I was picking this up. This is kind of, I don't know what it is. I don't know why I'm picking up. Is there a tattoo that you've got because of a loved one had passed away or something like that? Something you have, either some kind of artwork that means a lot to you, and it's something that you look at every day and it makes you feel better. And there was a reason for that. You didn't just get that for no reason. It is something that guides you. I don't know why I seen this as like wings, but it's not wings. So I seen it as like angel wings. So I felt like this Queen of Cups is kind of your, either an ancestor, or if there's like, it's like your ancestors went through karma and now you have this really good life because you deserve it, and you're getting this this waterfall in the background. It's like you're getting a lot of love, because the cups is all about love. So you're getting like a lot of loving energy, and you're surrounded by people who really, really do love and care about you, and that's coming from like ancestors, more so. Not really picking up like your own higher self. It's like it's higher up than that, and it's coming from a really good place. So what I'm picking up is, be who you are from your heart, because I think you're doing the right thing when you make decisions through what you feel. That's like the thumbs up from them. It's like that's what you're meant to be doing, and that is why you are the way you are and how you feel about certain things and certain situations. I have the Fool here. So I do think that you think very different to a lot of people, because you have a lot of, you have everything around you that you need, and you have that I felt like really good family life. So some of you may be married, but it's something to do with your home life, and your family life is really great. But what's stopping you is you take risks, okay? And sometimes they don't always go to plan, but you're not afraid to take risks. So sometimes it might halt things and stop you, but you're not afraid to go again and fall down and get yourself back up again. And a lot of people see that you fail, and you handle it so well because you have that Queen of Cups. It's like you're able for it. Whatever heartbreaks or whatever struggles you go through, you just get back up and you start from zero again, and you go and you try and do it again. And just, you're not someone to give up that easily. And I don't know what it is, but it's like there's something deep within you. I feel like you are living in an environment where everything is amazing and great, and you have all of the things that you need, but there's something deep down that's asking you to pursue something more. And I don't know what it is yet because I have the star card here, and I think it's you're not quite sure what it is yet, but you're still searching for it. So it might sometimes feel like you're a bit lost and that you don't belong. Maybe you feel like you don't belong in your own body in a weird way. It's like you're higher up than that, but you're a bit lost in this moment we're talking right now. Also, what's stopping you is I have a feeling like wherever you are, everyone kind of judges people by what they have, how they're like. So a lot of people are like try to have the best cars or try to prove that they have a really good marriage and relationship and everything is like sunshine and roses and whatever. You don't care about that because you already are that way anyway. You don't have to fake it. You don't have to pretend, but you have these people with their back to you. I see this as you looking at these people who are trying to talk about all of their great opportunities that they have, and they're kind of these people. You're looking at them and you're saying like, why are they lying? Why are they doing this?
Why you lying?
Yeah. It's like, why are you lying? Why are you trying to pretend to me that you've got this perfect life? You don't care about that. So that's another thing that's kind of not what you agree with. It's stopping you in a way from doing more because you have this jealousy. I really feel like you have a lot of people that are jealous of you as well. But it's within your circle of friends and husbands and wives. I'm getting that with this card, but it's people that you grew up with, and they're just jealous of you now because of the way you are and how you're searching for something more. So just keep doing what you're doing and don't worry about feeling guilty and trying to break away from that what do you call it, like the system. Do you know what I mean? Because you're on the right path and you are made to do something completely different. So don't be afraid of that, because I have then the star card and then I have the 7 of cups, and what this turtle I was looking at it is like giving me a feeling that things are moving quite slow because of your emotions at the minute. So your emotions are kind of giving you mix because you are someone who works through your heart and what you feel. So you are kind of trying to think, what does that mean for me? What do I feel about that? Because of this higher energy coming to you, it's trying to guide you in the right direction. So you probably feel a lot of emotions all the time and you're kind of confused by it. But you're meant to go through these things, and I'm going to talk about this in a minute, but a lot of what I'm getting is you're not comfortable in your own body. You're comfortable in your mind and you're comfortable with how you feel about everyone else and the things around you, but you need to go more within, because what the biggest thing you need to focus on is yourself, because that's the real like illusion here, is what is not right, even though you might not feel like it is. You need to start feeling like you are on the right path, and just kind of, it's like your intuition is from your heart in a weird way, and that's what I'm getting. So start really listening to your heart and just going by that, because I feel like you're an empath, so just start working on that. And then you're have the judgment card here. It's like, if I don't know why I'm getting this. If you get heartburn a lot, that's kind of a sign. I don't know. Take it whatever way it resonates for you. But that's kind of a sign for you that you need to change something. Like that's like a oh, this is gonna go out in a minute, so I need to hurry up. And the last card, sorry I can't talk more about this, but my battery is gonna go. This is kind of what I'm feeling with this strength card with her in blue skin. It's like, are you not happy with the color of your skin or your hair or something like that? Don't worry about that, because I really feel that you're on the right track. you're being tested with loving yourself because of this. Okay, I have to go now because it's gonna die.
All right, guys. So thank you for listening. Subscribe who is new, and we are going to catch you the next time.
Bye. Bye.